All right, it is 6 p.m. on Tuesday, May 12th, and the meeting of the Raymore Arts Commission is called to order. Can we get a roll call?
Commissioner Sabor,
Here.
Commissioner Hightower,
Here.
Commissioner Robert Berry,
Present.
Commissioner Jessica Berry,
Present.
Commissioner Setzer,
Present.
Commissioner Graves.
Present.
All right, there's no public, so we'll skip public comment. Melissa, get a staff report, please.
Thank you. First, I have some exciting news. The Belton Raymore Rotary Club is going to support our rotating art program this year. So we won't get the funds until October, but they are going to contribute $1,300 toward our sculpture program. So this means that they, on the one sculpture at the south end of Memorial Park that hasn't been installed yet, that'll be installed next month, they'll get a little part on the plaque that says, with support of Belton Raymore Rotary Club. So we are very thankful for that. That's exciting. They're going to help us out and do the same thing in Belton for this year. First, I want to start with a little recap of the Power of Perspectives event on April 17th. That was a very crazy day leading up to the event, very severe weather. We ended up starting an hour later, but it didn't deter very many people because almost every seat was full. So that was a successful event, even though it was very stressful for some of us. Thank you all for your help with everything you did there. And I have next year's date reserved at Centerview, and a little bit different next year is that in order to have that exhibit on display a little bit longer so people can come and see it, we'll have the art drop off on Wednesday, April 14th. Thursday, there will be some open viewing hours at Centerview once we get everything up, and we'll do the judging that day. And then Friday, there will be, on April 16th, there will be some viewing hours, and then we'll have the event that night. So we can't go into the weekend because of other events that are scheduled, but we can kind of open it up to earlier in the week. So, and then we'll talk about this in a work session, but I think we should limit, we were maxed out on space, so we should limit the entries to 2 per person, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. We've got plenty of time. So if any of you have seen, the first of our 2 pieces of temporary art have been installed at Memorial Park. Orange Burst by Nathan Pierce from Cape Girardeau is installed at the north end of the park by the baseball fields, the pavilion, tennis courts right off of Park Lane. And the second piece will be installed June 19th when that artist is down here from Maryland. He already made a trip through the area, but he said his trailer was full, so he had to plan a second trip, and which is fine because our parks people, with all of the rain that we had, weren't able to pour that concrete slab yet. So they should have a little extra time to do that, and I will let you all know when that's up. But just heads up, he did say it would be June 19th. The concert schedule. So we are getting into concert season. And the first concert of the summer is going to be on Thursday, June 11th at Centerview, and that's the Sounds of South Kansas City Community Band. Commissioner Setzer, are you in again? Yes. All right, Commissioner Setzer is a member. So that's at Centerview in the air conditioning. It's more than 60, sometimes it's more than 70 members, but always a full house. If you all would, this is just a thumbs up, thumbs down, give me an idea. Since we are sponsoring SSKC and we have a lot of events lined up for the summer, would you all approve of me making a promo piece, such as a postcard, to kind of promote a little bit about the Arts Commission, the members of the Commission, and the things we have going on? Thumbs up. It's a few $100s. Got it in the budget. Okay, thank you. All right, the very next day, We have Elton Dan and the Rocket Band, June 12th, 7:30 p.m. at Hawkridge Park. Again, all of the concerts are free admission. Anyone can bring their own chairs and blankets. Coolers are allowed. They can bring whatever they want to drink. Remember that the extra and overflow parking is on the east side. New parking lot off of Sale is going to go out to our subscribers in the morning with all of this information. This information is also in the upcoming issue of the Review magazine, which will be in everybody's mailbox in a couple weeks. And it's already online digitally, available digitally right now. And so our whole schedule is on there, but I will go ahead and share that schedule with you right now. So the July concert, well, 2 concerts in July. We have, again, 7 p.m. Thursday, July 9th, Sounds of South Kansas City Community Band at Centerview. So that's our second concert of the summer with SSKC. The very next night, 7 p.m. Friday, July 10th, we'll have a Raymore Reggae concert. We have 4 acts for this. We have 77 Jefferson, Joe McGuire, Rhythm Doctor, and House of Dub at Hawkridge Park Amphitheater. It's been 2 years since we've had reggae at the amphitheater, and it was awesome, and it was very well attended. So I'm excited to bring that back, and this is going to be a whole full night. Have a person who I connected with a couple years ago who brought the last one, and so he's bringing a whole event. So really great to have him organize all of that. Then the next concert after that is Friday, August 14th. This band is called the Pork Tornadoes. They're from Iowa, and they're very popular, and they are awesome. They play a lot of pop covers, which we haven't had around. We haven't really had that. So they're very fun, and they bring in huge crowds. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then 7 p.m. Friday, September 11th, our September concert is on the 25th anniversary of 9/11. So attempted to get some a military band, did not hear back from the Navy band after multiple attempts. So Kansas City St. Andrew Pipes and Drums is going to be there, as well as the Biscuit Boys, which is kind of like a Irish pub band. But they're going to do a tribute to the 9/11 first responders at this event, which is fitting because there were a lot of the first responders that passed away were of Irish descent. There are Irish and Scottish bagpipes, and then any law enforcement officer that passes away, bagpipes are played at their services. So I just thought that would be fitting for that event. And then the other events, one more concert, Friday, October 9th is Bradley Harris and Emily Hernandez and the Bluebird Ramblers, which are kind of rockabilly, honky-tonk fun, and they're local as well. And then the other summer events that we need to keep in mind are our second annual Station Stop Art Party. That's the first Saturday morning of August at TB Hanna Station. And then our second annual Raymore Chili Cook-Off, which is the first Saturday of October at TB Hanna Station. And no promises, but I did connect with Ceci, who helped run everything with the Cassie people at the last one, and she said that they are seriously looking at Raymore to be their state championship location. So that's cool. So, won't know, but that's exciting. They really appreciated the way that we ran everything, and I feel like all we were doing was running around that day too, but we've got one under our belts, so I think we'll do pretty well. Yes. Is your microphone on? Sorry. And can you ask Jessica? Sorry.
Oh.
Hold on. Question. Okay. I'm done. So that concludes my report. So Jessica, or any questions?
All right, any
Yes, sorry.
questions or comments?
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
I just wondered if the new extension to TB Hanna was going to be available for the chili cook-off, then probably the private road that's going to be come of that street and everything.
The plan is that the house either is down or will be down for sure. I haven't even driven by, so I know they're in the process of that. That area, I would love to have that Adams Street to be the area for all of the cooks. Assuming that it's our second year, we'll have more. And the challenge is just linking, that's kind of a big area between like the pavilion, the shelter, and that road. So that space will be available whether or not we need to use it, but at this point, I am planning on using that Adam Street to line up all of our vendors. And then somehow work in moving things over to that end of the park a little bit, like the live music or something, you know. And then my final, I'm sorry, I'm actually not done. I have one more thing, if that's okay. Unless there are any other questions on that.
I got a quick question. It's about the Irish bagpipe band. What are they called again?
Well, the bagpipe band is the Kansas City St. Andrew Pipes and Drums, and they're who
Right,
you're
right.
going to see at like the Kansas City St. Patrick's Day Parade. They played at Summer Scene.
I was just about
few
to
years
ask
ago.
if
Yes.
this was the same group and then
Yes.
their alt group.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes,
Thank you.
it's the full group.
Awesome.
Sorry, my final part of my report is that the city of Raymore is hosting multiple events between June 25th and July 4th. Multiple events planned. The one that I think the Arts Commission may be interested in being involved in is our As American as Apple Pie parade that's on the morning of July 4th. It's Saturday, July 4th, 10:30 a.m. If the commission would like to have a float or even walking or anything, please let me know ASAP so that I can sign you up. But also, I am involved in planning all of these events along with parks. So if you need any supplies you need, anything you need, you have to tell me and tell me fast. Like, if you decide, because I can't do anything last minute, that's going to be a wild couple weeks leading up to that. So basically, I want to give you everything you need if you're interested. However, you're going to have to like just be pretty timely about letting me know what you need. And so anyway, that concludes my staff report.
All right, any questions or comments?
Question, please. Would you repeat the date on the apple pie event?
It's actually on the 4th of July, the
On
morning
July
of
4th,
July
okay.
4th, 10:30 a.m. The parade starts at the parking lot of Raymore Elementary by Memorial Park, and it's going to go east on Maple. Is Maples the further south? It goes east one block, then it goes up Washington, or not, it goes east all the way to Washington from there. Then it goes back up north, it kind of curves around TB Hanna Station, heads back over, and then goes down South Madison back to the school. So it's basically just like a 1 mile or so square. So it's not super long, but it's a one-time deal. We're not doing this every 4th of July, but it is a commemorative anniversary, and 4th of July does happen to fall on Saturday, so we're doing this thing in the morning.
Question, if we have, do we need to vote on whether or not we want to be in the parade?
You could, or you could just discuss it and let me know later. I don't think it needs to, well, I mean, it probably should be an official vote, but even, I guess if you want to see if the majority would like to do that. I'm not exactly sure of Robert's rules on this, but you could ask for a show of hands right now to see if there's interest and then continue that later.
Just a show of hands of those who are interested in a float in the
Because
parade
it is on a holiday.
on the holiday. Okay,
Well, that is the majority of you, so that's fine. Okay. Okay.
all right, if I have this correct, is motion for adjournment?
No,
No.
you do have to approve your minutes from March.
Oh,
5th.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. We could get a motion to approve our minutes for the March 10th, 2026 meeting.
So moved?
A second.
Second.
Oh, I was just asking for it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Either way.
Okay.
Second?
Oh,
Can I do
no,
that?
he
He's
did.
seconding,
second.
okay. All right, all in favor?
Okay.
All right, any comments, questions? All right, if none, get a motion.
Is this commissioner comments? been here a long time, and we've had, I think, 3 liaisons during that time. But the job that Melissa Harmer has done has been incredible and awesome at every moment. And the projects keep getting bigger and bigger and better. It's amazing. And she just works all the time at this. And I'd like to suggest that maybe this group thinks about trying to get some people who help us, because there's only so many of us to help, and we can't always get there. There are groups around who will call me up, say, we got this, and you helped us a couple years ago, we just come volunteer, and I do. And I bet there are people in our town that would help us put on some of these events too. They're not members of the group, they just come and help. So maybe we ought to think about that for future for some of our projects. But again, the main point of this is, Melissa Harmer, you are fantastic. They do not pay you enough. I don't know what they pay you, but it is not enough. And you make this Arts Commission successful and look fantastic, and thank you so much.
Thank you. I know that I also put a lot of work on you all, so I appreciate you dealing with that as well.
All right. Any other comments, questions? All right. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All right. That concludes our meeting. Oh, can we get a vote? All right. All in favor? We are adjourned. Thank you. Have a good night.